Hello again, it's Joe Hadoba from Salem Media Group coming to you with another cup of Joe in this special series of breaking through some of the clutter and the roadblocks to growth for our small business marketing. If you haven't been able to tell yet, I'm doing these in succession, so I'm just going to call it out. Dave Lewis at Western PA Adult and Teen Challenge was very gracious to allow me to come up and use his space for that. So if you want any information for Adult and Teen Challenge, they really help a lot of people overcome a lot of problems in life with addiction and what that flows from. So thank you so much to them. Today, we're going to be talking about forsaking awareness to chase the lead. I understand that. I really do. I like that too. I want to lead. I'm a salesperson. Give me a lead. Let me go call them. They're interested. That'd be great. The problem is, everybody wants the phone call or the email, and the lead can be instant gratification. And that's what we all want. we all want to be able to sell something. That's why we're in business, right? We're capitalists. We want to be able to sell something that is going to solve problems for people and be able to make a living for us. And hopefully you're interested in making your customers' lives better through your service or product. The thing is, oftentimes the lead can tend to be not quite as ideal as you want. We talked about that in the last video with pay-per-click. Sometimes we get people coming through or people asking questions, and it's not really for the service or the product that you're trying to sell and trying to offer. And so it becomes frustrating. The thing is, when you brand instead and gain that awareness, let's go ahead and go over the customer journey again, right? So we have awareness, then consideration, then intent, then the purchase, then the retention, right? Well, if we start down here all the time, which is where the leads come in with intent and purchase, well, this is, 95% of the entirety of who is buying your product. They may not quite have the need for you yet, but whenever they finally do come to it, they don't know who you are. So why are they going to trust you to give you their money? You'll get some, sure. And that's good. And if you're getting what you want out of it, who am I to say that you shouldn't? But you're missing so much opportunity. And that's what we're talking about here, right? Opportunity. The reason why you advertise, the reason why you put marketing out there is to gain opportunity to grow your business. So why do you want the smaller amount of opportunity than the larger part that you can get by doing awareness and making sure that your consideration parts and the research that people are going to do to make sure that you look good there? Okay? The thing is that I remember a stat and kind of a story that I learned when I first started doing marketing here for Word FM. My boss told me that for every single human being on the face of the planet, especially in America, we get about 5,000 selling messages per day put to us. Every time we drive down a road and you see a sign for Wendy's and you see Arby's and you see Boston Market and you see Starbucks, those are all selling messages. Then you're listening to your car radio and now you're getting the advertisements there. Then maybe you put on your podcast and there's a couple of sponsors within that podcast too. It's overwhelming. So what do you do to break through the clutter? Well, like we said in the last video, it's about the messaging. You've got to be able to tell good stories about how you've helped people solve the problems that you know that they're going to have. And if you can tell those stories, then you'll become top of mind aware to those people. Now the thing is, when people utilize the awareness campaigns and the branding campaigns, what ends up happening is that you may not get the 1 or 2% of the people in the market right then because you're working on something greater. But the fact of the matter is, 80% of all consumers, when they have a need for a product or a service, will shop the first person they think of. So what do? Do you want the greater opportunity? Because the fact of the matter is, almost everybody is going to be coming into your market eventually. But it's more expensive to buy the leads than it is to just be ubiquitous and to be almost omnipresent with a particular audience even. So I want to caution you to go straight for the leads. Don't just stay here. If you want to be there and you need some leads to grow your business, then fine, we can figure that out. That can be one of our 2 different tactics that we use, as we've talked about. But I highly suggest make sure that you have your messaging, make sure that you have your branding. That means your website, that means your Facebook page, that means your stories. Make sure that those are handled. Then people will actually come through the funnel, and by the time they get down here, there will be nobody else that they would rather use than you. And that's the power of brand, and that's the power of awareness. I'm Joe Hadoba from Salem Media Group. I hope you enjoyed this Cup of Joe. Hopefully it was helpful to you. That's what I always tend to try to do. And if you have any questions about how to get your message out, how to craft a message, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to sit down with you, offer some ideas, and go from there. Again, this is Joe Hadoba from Salem Media Group. We'll talk to you again real soon. Thanks.